over and out.
Ah, much better.
Agreed.
Astrogator, Rahitra is firing off flares. He doesn't realize yet that no one else can see them. Except me. If I don't snap him out of this damn loop, he'll keep doing it until he dies.
Or goes insane. Yes, I understand the tragedy of this man. You want to save him. You want to save one more life.
Three more lives. I found a direct route. I'll be in the hill soon.
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood.
Okay, buddy.
Yasta. Back already.
I found Milos.
So quickly. Where are they? Tell me what's going on.
Yes, sir. You have to tell him.
Calm down. I'll tell you everything. Maybe you should sit.
Come on, talk to me. I don't want to sit down.
The cloud got to them. Not far from here.
We have to get them out of there. Help them.
Rahitra, you wanted me to speak, so hear me out. It happened a very long time ago. They're all dead. Nobody came for them. I don't think there's anyone alive there anymore. On Condor or anywhere else.
What are you talking about?
Every night, you forget about the events that happened after the Cloud's attack.
I may be forgetting things. You've already proven that to me, but I can't have forgotten that much.
You've been in this condition for a very long time.
How long? How long have I been like this?
428 days. At least, that's how many times you've broadcast your morning message to Milos.
What the fuck? No! That's impossible!
I'm sorry to bring such news. You don't have to wait any longer.
Hate to interrupt, but we have a problem. The cloud is coming.
Right now.
Yes. It's closing in. Hurry, Lisa.
Copy that.
Is that one of yours? What does he want?
It's our astrogator. He's warning us of the approaching cloud. Quick, get us to the hideout. Now, move!
Can he get through the force field?
Hey, hey! What are you trying to do?
I'm done waiting. There's no need to anymore. There's no one left to look for. All that's left is revenge.
Astrogator, I think he wants to fight.
What for? Can't you stop him somehow? He'll cause trouble for both of you.
I don't think so. He's already opened the field.
I see. You can't meet him, join him. You have a much better chance of surviving if you stick together.
Hey, Yasna!
What's this?
You familiar with the energy transformation of Dirac emitters? Thought so.
His energy system isn't
Here,
that
take it. You can help. By shooting. I'll take care of maintaining the force field. When you aim, wait for the green light. Then you can take the shot. The device is connected to 3 combat machines.
Okay. Sounds simple.
Check.
Hear you. Over.
Let's stay in touch.
Copy that.
It's getting closer.
I don't see it.
Soon it'll be within range of the guns. It's coming from the east, over the hill.
Affirmative. I see it. wanted this fight. So fight! The field keeps shrinking. Do something about it, will you? Hitra, are you there? What's going on with you? Fuck. Where the hell have you been?
We can't stay here anymore. It's too exposed. We have to run.
But where?
Isn't it obvious? Condor.
But what are you gonna do?
We'll send the Cyclops out to fight.
Cyclops? That's a code name for...
It's more of a moniker for an 80-ton machine with firepower exceeding all antimates combined. We usually use it in conditions of high radiation contamination, enormous pressures and temperatures. Due to the interference of the force field, it floats several feet above the ground, so it doesn't depend on the surface. In addition to the Dirac force field, it has an antimatter spherical blaster, and it has the most advanced electronic brain at our disposal. Defeat is not an option.
Wait! Haven't you had enough? It might be time to hide and consider other options.
You must be kidding. I'm not gonna sit on my ass in the dark. Now I finally know what happened.
I see you're not gonna listen to me either.
Because there's nothing to talk about. Look, I've given you a simple choice, Yasna. Are you going or not?
Go where there could be water, medicine, resources, or stay here to die. Wow, such a hard choice. it. Too bad you didn't mention earlier that you had a working saucer. We could fly to Condor right away. Or even into orbit.
Working is a big word. It's just a tin can with a couple of sputtering engines. Controlling it technically doesn't work.
You could have mentioned that earlier too. Open up. I'm getting off.
Are you serious? Look around. You really don't have a choice. Just a minute. I'm waiting for the force field to shut down, which should be soon.
Hold on, was it? He's not here.
Rehitra, he took his men to the ship. They're inside now. You had rather a hard landing.
How do you know all this?
Well, I heard him talking to them. To you.
Didn't he notice I wasn't responding?
Yes, he did. He said he'd be back.
If he expected me to wait here, he's sorely mistaken. Wow. It's impressive.
The Condor?
Yes.
It looked majestic in the pictures.
In real life, too.
It's to be expected that we'll lose communications as soon as you enter the cargo bay.
Sure thing. So many tons of steel.
Indeed. You'll have to establish a connection using one of the devices on the ship.
I think I know where Rehitra is.
I'm sure you'll find one in the command bridge.
I'll find that radio. No worries. So that's their marvel of military technology. Rehitra wastes no time.
Is it attacking already?
For now, he's only released the Cyclops, as they call it.
The hell is he thinking?
It's floating majestically, 3 meters above the ground.
Ah. What does it look like? Must admit that I haven't seen any pictures of the Cyclops. The Alliance tried to keep its existence a secret.
It's big. Bigger than a transporter. Its launchers are hidden for now. But for some reason, it gives off such an unsettling impression.
Does it make any sounds?
No. It's big and quiet.
Well, if only we could get hold of its blueprints.
This is hardly the time, Astrogator. Without
Yes,
spirit,
another time. I
without
need to
glory.
focus on finding Rehitra. Suppress his
thinking out
warlike
loud.
tendencies.
This cruiser of theirs seems so powerful. Worthy of the mightiest space conquerors. Yet on this planet...
There's one more thing, Yasna. This is important. I'll be able to confirm it in a while, but so far everything indicates...
What is it, Astrogator?
Headquarters were right about the Invincible. It's actually flying here. If I'm reading the message correctly, they'll be here in a few days. They're looking for the missing Condor. And they have no idea of the danger.
Everything makes sense now. They were coming to rescue their people from the very beginning. Not to gain some imaginary advantage over us.
One doesn't exclude the other, but yes. Turns out it's mostly about the Condor.
I'm in the cargo hold.
Understood.
I'm sorry. But you won't need this anymore. Okay. Not quite at the bridge yet, but I'm getting closer. Much closer, Rahitra. It must be the medical wing. Surprisingly, everything's still running. Was Rahitra here? Someone tried to eat soap. Different sections. Different elevator cards? They really overdo it with the security measures around here. I guess I still have some time to look around. He couldn't get out. Poor bastard. Richard must have given them something to calm them down, as he did in the hideout. There should be more drugs around here somewhere. really overdo it with the security measures around here. I guess I still have some time to look around. So apparently there's hope. We can... No. Wait. The memories won't come back. So much for the hope. Were you deliberately trying to slow me down?
I didn't design these elevators, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's not it. You can clearly control them, but... Never mind.
Dirac field, ready to activate. Spherical thrower, anti-protons. Oh, it'll be hell. Force field interference.
Rahitra!
Here. Yasna, are you there? Now that you're here, why don't you help me?
With what?
With the probes. They're over the battlefield. I do have visuals from the Cyclops here, but I can't do everything on my own. Oh, wait. Activity's increasing. They're coming. Are you helping or not? Come on, Yasna. It's about to start. I can't wait any longer.
But why, Rahitra? What for?
I'm aware that I may lose communications. The Cyclops won't stop fighting, but I'll lose visuals. You understand?
That's not what I asked.
Yasna, make a decision. Here and now. Come on. How's it gonna be?
All right. Have it your way. Let's destroy them.
Now we're talking.
Okay, I'm ready. What am I looking at?
It'll be... number 5, a long-range one. It sees the entire perimeter.
There's the Cyclops.
Great. Force field activation.
I confirm. Field active. The cloud's within reach.
I'm shooting.
The close range is dead. The field is shrinking.
Calm down, Yasna. It will hold.
Whoa!
Oh, beautiful. It's not a machine, it's the devil himself. I'm telling you. Shit! I'm losing connection. Do you see anything?
They're creating a tight formation. A cyclone.
Fucking shit!
That can't be good, right? What was that?
You tell me. Can't you see anything? Probes, Yasna.
The mid-range is dead.
How about the long range?
The Cyclops is... Huh?
What is it doing? What did you see? Yasna!
The cloud... won.
What? You said...
Don't count on the Cyclops anymore. The circuits must have gone haywire. It shot down the probes. Now it's probably operating with a new goal. Like all those machines earlier.
I don't understand. How? This is pure madness.
Hey, at least we still have the invincible.
Don't mock me.
I'm not mocking you, Rahitra. They really are flying here. They'll be here in about... just Hold on for a moment, I'll find out.
Are you there? This is the commander of the IC Dragonfly unit, Astrogator Novik.
Astrogator, this is Yasna. I managed to get to the Condor's bridge. Rahitra and I led the attack on the cloud, but the Cyclops...
Failed?
Worse. The Cyclops got out of control, knocked down the probes.
I had a feeling it would end like this. Do you know what Rahitra is planning now?
I have no idea.
Then I need to talk to him.
You, sir?
Yes. Can you switch me somehow?
Okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. He should be able to hear you now. Done. Please talk.
Hello, Condor. This is Astrogator Novik, commander of the IC Dragonfly ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Condor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Rahitra, Engineer Rahitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have thought?
In that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces, to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially, and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat. I'd even say that your crew is working on it pretty damn actively. We stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses. As a counterattack, though, it disrupted our communications.
Playing defense sounds a lot better than we're getting our asses kicked.
Doctor, not now, please.
No, it's true. Fighting against the Cloud is exceptionally difficult. But any opponent can be defeated. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only pure energy.
You still haven't answered me, Rahitra. Please, just tell me straight. What are you up to?
I'm arming the charges.
Arming what? Explosives? Cluster munitions?
Hydrogen.
What? Rahitra? Are you serious?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many warheads do you have?
54. From 30 kilos to 100 megatons.
Oh. That's quite an arsenal. Over the top, I'd say.
We really do have enough power.
That's an understatement, Doctor. An amount of energy could rip the planet to pieces.
I'm not an idiot. I won't send everything at once. I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then?
We'll see.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Rahitra?
Listen, Yasna, I know how it must look to you. A hot-headed guy from the Alliance who wants to use nukes. But put yourself in my shoes. I have 24 hours, tops, of complete situational awareness. I'm taking action, here and now, based on my best judgment. I don't know what will happen later. Where will I wake up? In what condition? So I'm going to avenge my people before that happens, and ensure the safety of those who survived. They all deserve better than this. I know you understand. You're like me. You would do anything for your crew.
Not only do I understand you, I feel the same desire. But revenge is out of the question.
Why?
We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. And probably non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the Cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking the ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. While we express our suffering, rage, and frustration, we won't accomplish much. We won't harm it. We won't instill fear in it. We won't make it surrender.
I'm going to destroy it, Yasna. Not scare it, not hurt it. Exterminate every last piece of it.
You, Rahitra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Oh, good one. Are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget, Rahitra. So I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well, it could be. Yasna, what do you think?
Sentient or not, they are the enemies of all protein life. Ergo, our enemies.
Just like that.
Yes. Please remember what we've learned. Before the machines came to Regis 3, this planet was teeming with life. Before the Cloud wiped out all its competition.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
Both living organisms and mechanical creators of the Cloud, as well as other products of dead evolution. The list is quite long.
Hang on. Creators?
Yes. Millions of years ago, someone must have built primordial mechanisms. Machines could have self-built in successive generations, but something must have created them first.
I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Rachel, these are no fables. We have gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Probably some alien race, highly evolved. It all adds up if we assume they crashed on Regis 3. But not even a single living organism survived the accident. Only machines were left.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotions. They don't argue.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis 3. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves? It makes no sense.
What's a guiding principle of a homeostat?
I don't...
That was a rhetorical question. It's all about survival in changing conditions, even the harshest ones. Further forms of necroevolution were no longer threatened by the local fauna, but they had to find sources of energy and materials from which they could produce replacement parts and offspring. Originally, their descendants were undoubtedly powered by radiant radiation, but on Regis, there are no radioactive elements at all.
Sounds familiar. When the energy runs out, you have to wheel and deal.
Yes, the default source wasn't available anywhere. So they had to look for an alternative. There was a severe energy crisis and a conflict among the machines. Simply put, they fought to survive. Exist. That's what evolution is all about. About selection.
Wait, Doctor. We've established that these beings are mindless. Shouldn't the organisms with the most developed nervous systems win the game of evolution? In this case, instead of a nervous system, there was some kind of electrical one. But the principle remains the same.
Not exactly, sir. The most advanced of the mechanisms that landed here derived energy from their own radioactive resources. Simpler devices such as small repair systems could have had solar panels. And in that case, would have had a significant advantage over the others.
But the other ones could defend themselves. They could attack.
With atomic power, yes, that's possible. But I see it differently. In necroevolution, the most successful beings were those that excelled in miniaturization above all else. Also, the sedentary creations. The former gave rise to the cloud, which the flies form when necessary, in pursuit of a common interest. Meanwhile, the sedentary ones gave rise to a peculiar species of metallic vegetation. Those structures formed the city.
So, it's still functional?
No. For some reason, the city lost a fight for survival. And now, there are only rusting remains. Only one form survived. The microbots that conquered the land on Regis 3.
So, these flies just adapted best?
To the conditions of this planet. Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis 3. Local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them, so the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction. After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply...
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. Makes no sense to bomb these creatures. I'll even say it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the cloud?
Well, that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yes, sir, do you agree?
Well...
If this is gonna work, the attack must be all out.
What are you saying, Doctor?
After a sufficiently powerful explosion, the ocean waters will begin to vaporize. Cloud cover will increase, the albedo will rise, and the resident symbionts won't be able to provide the minimum energy needed for reproduction. So yes, we can destroy the cloud.
Ha! I knew it!
Along with ourselves.
Oh. You don't think we can defeat them and survive?
Technically, we'd have to wipe out the entire planet. That's not our goal here, is it?
No, it's not. So, you think there's no point trying with smaller charges?
I guess it won't hurt to try, with a few small missiles.
You guess, Doctor? Are you sure you want to risk it just to find out?
It's not really a big risk, sir.
Well, I still have significant concerns. But you're the one there, not me. Maybe I'm not seeing the whole picture.
Well, indeed, Novik. I knew Yasna would understand. Now, give me a minute. I'm almost done. See these switches? The ones on the launch control unit?
Yeah, I see. Do I use them to launch the rockets?
Not yet. We use a button for that. The red one. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes!
Just one push, and the cloud will get what it deserves. Watch your eyes. This'll clear the area of the flies. I can already see them melting. Take that, you fucks.
Hitra, they're flying this way.
What have you done?
Astrogator, you must evacuate. Now. I'll join you later.
Yasna! Yasna, are you there?
All my legs are heavy, and the field is not inviting. Legs become too heavy, hands become too